Welcome to our podcast. Today we're diving deep into how to get and stay motivated and uncovering some fascinating insights about the brain. Let's get started.
I'm really excited about this topic. So, what's the big secret behind motivation that people might not know?
Well, it's all about this thing called the salience network in our brains.
Right.
It's like the mastermind that decides what's important and grabs our attention.
Oh, that's interesting. So how does the salience network affect our motivation?
So, you know how sometimes you just can't focus on work because you're hungry or stressed?
Yep.
That's your salience network directing your attention to those needs instead of your tasks.
Ah, I see. So it's like the brain's way of prioritizing what's urgent?
Exactly. And if we can take back control of that, we can stay focused and motivated on what we choose.
So how do we do that? Are there Jedi mind tricks for controlling the salience network?
Haha. In a way, yes. One technique is visualization. It's like programming your brain to see a task as more important.
Okay,
By visualizing the end goal, you make your brain think it's significant.
that makes sense. So, if I'm struggling to go to the gym, I should visualize myself being fit and healthy?
Exactly. And making the task itself more engaging helps too.
Right.
Like turning data entry into a game or adding something enjoyable to the mix.
Got it? But what about dealing with distractions? Any tips there?
Definitely. Minimizing external distractions is key. You know, creating a comfortable work environment, using things like white noise, can help keep the salience network from getting sidetracked.
I've heard of people listening to the same song on repeat to focus. Does that really work?
Yes, it's like your brain tunes it out after a while, so it
Yeah,
blocks out other noises without being distracting.
that's pretty cool. But sometimes I just can't get motivated at all. Any advice for that?
Well, meditation is a powerful tool. It helps train your mind to focus and control where your attention goes.
Right.
You know, it's like a workout for your brain.
Meditation? I always thought that was just for relaxation.
It is relaxing, but it also strengthens your ability to concentrate. By regularly practicing, you can improve your control over that salience network.
That sounds helpful. So moving on, how do we tackle procrastination? It's one of my biggest hurdles.
Procrastination often comes from a lack of discipline and energy. We
True.
tend to avoid tasks that are boring or unrewarding.
So how do we build that discipline?
It's like building a muscle. You have to practice making the harder choice consistently.
Right.
Start with small, manageable tasks and gradually take on bigger ones.
Kind of like starting with lighter weights before lifting heavy ones?
Exactly. And rewarding yourself appropriately can help too.
Yeah.
It creates a positive reinforcement loop.
But sometimes I feel too tired to even start. Any tips for boosting energy?
Ensuring you have a healthy lifestyle is crucial. Good nutrition, adequate sleep, and regular exercise can significantly improve your energy levels.
Speaking of healthy lifestyle, I've been meaning to improve mine. Where should I start?
Start with your diet. Think of food as not just fuel, but also as building material for your body. Focus
Right.
on nutrient-dense foods rather than just filling up.
So less processed foods and more whole foods?
Exactly. Incorporate plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole
Yeah.
grains. And maybe add a good multivitamin to cover any gaps.
That sounds doable. What about exercise? I always struggle to stick with it.
The key is to start small and find activities you enjoy. It shouldn't feel like a chore. Maybe go for a light jog or try out a new class.
I guess making it fun is important.
Absolutely. When you enjoy the activity, you're more likely to stick with it.
Right.
It's all about developing powerful habits.
Habits are tricky though. Any strategies for forming good ones?
One effective method is the 30-day rule.
Oh?
Commit to a new habit for 30 days, and it becomes much easier to maintain afterwards.
But isn't 30 days a long time? What if I can't stick to it?
That's where micro habits come in.
Right.
Start with something really small, like flossing one tooth, and build from there.
Haha, flossing one tooth? That sounds manageable.
Exactly. It's so easy that you have no excuse not to do it.
Yeah,
Over time, it becomes a full habit.
I like that approach. So how do we make our lives more meaningful through all this?
It's about setting goals that align with your values and passions. Creating a personal mission that gives you direction and purpose.
Kind of like being the hero of your own story?
Exactly. Embrace challenges and view them as opportunities for growth. It's
Right.
all part of your personal journey.
But sometimes fear holds us back. How can we overcome that?
Overcoming fear involves facing it head-on.
Yeah.
Techniques like the samurai code of accepting the worst-case scenario can help.
So if I accept the possibility of failure, it becomes less intimidating?
Precisely. And by doing so, you're freeing yourself to take action without being paralyzed by fear. It's empowering.
That's inspiring. But I wonder, is it always beneficial to face every fear?
Well, that's a good point. Sometimes fear is a helpful indicator of real danger.
Right.
It's important to differentiate between irrational fears and legitimate concerns.
Exactly. So maybe we need to assess our fears before confronting them?
Absolutely. It's about understanding the root cause and deciding the best course of action.
Yeah.
It's a balance.
That makes sense. So, mastering our brains is the key to all this?
Yes. Understanding how your brain works allows you to hack your behavior.
Right.
You can create the mental states you need to succeed.
How do neurotransmitters play into this?
They're crucial. By influencing neurotransmitters through activities like exercise and meditation, you can improve your mood and focus.
So it's all interconnected?
Exactly. Everything from your diet to your thoughts affects your brain chemistry.
Right.
It's about taking a holistic approach.
This has been really enlightening. Any final tips on setting effective goals?
When setting goals, make them specific and actionable.
Yeah.
Break them down into manageable steps and focus on the process, not just the outcome.
That makes a lot of sense. It's easier to stick with it that way.
Absolutely. And don't forget to clear your mind regularly.
Right.
Practices like mindfulness and CBT can help manage stress and keep you on track.
I'll definitely give those a try. Thanks for all the great insights.
My pleasure. Remember, it's all about taking control and making small changes that lead to big results. You've got this. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If you found this discussion valuable, don't forget to like this podcast, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions and productivity tips. And if you're ready to take your personal growth to the next level, grab your copy of Transform Your Life at www.theproductivebooks.com. This book is packed with life-changing insights to help you achieve your full potential. Stay connected, and we'll see you in the next video.